There's so many good things happening on main streets in downtown across the Magnolia State. So today we're highlighting what's happening downtown this weekend. It is brought to you by the Mississippi Main Street Association. Now, don't you forget, you can always go to msmainstreet.com/calendar to get more information on upcoming events. And we've got a fun weekend coming up for you across the Magnolia State. We're stopping first in Nettleton and for Nettleton Main Street's Bunny Hop. And Jessica joins us to tell us a little bit more. Hey, Jessica.
Hey.
How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Is it looking like it's going to be good weather for the Bunny Hop coming up this weekend?
Listen, right now it is looking like it is going to be a perfect day. So that's what we are hoping for, and we will continue to hope for. And I think it's going to be the best weather we've had yet.
Well, let's cross our fingers and our bunny toes. How about that, Jessica?
Yes, perfect.
All right, so give us the rundown. What's happening in Nettleton this weekend?
So this Saturday, starting at 8:30, we'll have our Bunny Hop Festival, and you have got face painting. We'll have music, tons of vendors of all different kinds, anywhere from food vendors. We've got clothing vendors. We've got home decor vendors. We'll also be having our Bunny Hop Fun Run, so that's always such a huge hit. And then, of course, pictures with the Easter Bunny, because it wouldn't be a Bunny Hop without the Easter Bunny.
Of course not. Yeah, you got to have those last-minute pictures with the Easter Bunny, Jessica.
Exactly, exactly. And this year we'll be doing a story time with the Easter Bunny. So the kids can come that morning and get to eat breakfast with the Easter Bunny, and then he's going to read them a little story. Lots of fun.
It does sound like it's going to be a wonderful day to be outside and downtown there at Nettleton. If we were going to plan our trip, Jessica, up that way or down that way or around that way, how do you give your best Mississippi directions to Nettleton?
Well, the best I can tell you, because I'm the world's worst at directions, is just if you're coming from Tupelo, get on Google.
You know, I ain't mad at you for that. What would be, as they say in small towns, what's your closest big city?
Right, it's always going to be, we're close to Tupelo. We're about 20 minutes from Tupelo.
Yeah, that's the other way you sort of say it. Well, do you know where Tupelo's at? Well, then you hang a ride, go where the crow flies for about 20 minutes, then you'll wind up to Nettleton. I know there's a lot happening too on y'all's Main Street, and a lot going on. For those that are going to come out for the Bunny Hop, will your stores be open? Will there be spring sales to sort of get after? What else is going on down there?
Yes, ma'am. Along with the Bunny Hop, we're actually having our spring open house. So we've got all of our businesses. They'll be open and ready to enjoy these customers. I know that the Bunny Hop is going to bring a big crowd, so these stores are ready to get their sale on.
Well, that sounds like the perfect day, especially if it's a good weather. Jessica, is there anywhere we can go to maybe plan our trip to Nettleton, even if it's not for the Bunny Hop, or just to learn more about what you guys are doing throughout the year?
Yeah, we have a Nettleton Main Street page on Facebook, and that's where we list all of our upcoming events, and we'll post from the businesses whenever they've got something special of their own that they're doing. It just talks about how you can come and be a part of, as like being a volunteer, if you wanted to join the Main Street. So that is our forefront for all of our information.
All righty, Jessica. Well, we're going to keep our bunny toes crossed that you have the perfect weather this weekend, and encourage folks, if you've never been 20 minutes from Tupelo, head to Nettleton.
Right.
And try something new. Thank you for your time, Jessica.
Yeah, thank you so much.
From Nettleton, we are going to Natchez. Joining us is Micheal. He is with Downtown Natchez Community Engagement Coordinator. He is the coordinator for the Downtown Natchez Alliance, and they have a really fun kite festival that's coming up this weekend as well. So welcome, Micheal.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Really excited to have a opportunity to talk about Downtown Natchez and some of the great events we have coming up this weekend.
Y'all have got a lot of events going on every weekend, it feels like, Micheal. It feels like Natchez is one of those best-kept secrets, but then for some, it's like, nah, we're hitting up Natchez on the regular, and for the rest of us, we just need to catch up. So what's happening this weekend?
Yes, so we have quite a few things going on this weekend. I think our headline event that we want to talk about is the Natchez Kite Festival. And so that is Friday, March 29th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. They will be doing the outdoor portion of the festival, from what I understand, and that's going to be a kite glow kind of thing. So if you've ever been to Natchez and been to the balloon festival, on Fridays we do a balloon glow. And so this kite glow is going to be kind of a glow-in-the-dark kite thing, from my understanding, and it's
really cool.
It's probably going to be really beautiful. And then on Saturday, the Natchez Convention Center will be doing an indoor kite flying sort of event, and they're also going to be doing quite a few other kite-related activities. So if you're into flying kites, this is not something I would miss. And even if you're not into it, I think it's going to be a whole lot of fun. And it's being supported by Pretty Girls with Brains, which is a group, I believe, and they're assisting with registration and serving as hosts.
I wonder if you get asked to be part of that organization, or I'm just.
I don't know if I don't know if I would. Maybe the second part. The first part I probably wouldn't qualify for.
It's funny. No, I love that. Okay, and it sounds like a lot of fun. I think, and this is the perfect time of year if we have kites to sort of get them out. But I've never thought about seeing them glow. I know when I think of Natchez, I definitely think of the balloon festival and how beautiful that is. So this is you probably got more, right? Like the balloons are big and fewer, and then the kites are going to be smaller, but many. And so I'm sure it's going to be a beautiful event.
You'll see people flying kites during the balloon festival quite a bit, and you'll see all kinds of little aerial things going on. There's a lot to the balloon festival, but so this is going to be a beautiful thing. We have our bluff and our sunsets, and so the bluff is right across from they're doing the first part of it. The Friday portion will be on the bluff, and so I can't think of a more beautiful place to have all these kites lighting up the sky than the bluff over Natchez.
So what else you got going on, Michael?
So there's quite a few other things going on this weekend. So as far as Friday, there's a couple of live music acts you can catch. There's always live music going on in Natchez. It's what I love. If it's a Friday or Saturday, there's pretty much going to be somewhere you can catch some live music. And so Friday, we've got Magnolia Bluffs Casino has got the Stars Band, and they're taking the stage at 7 p.m. And Magnolia Bluffs, again, if you like sunsets, they've got this whole outdoor porch area. It's a really beautiful place to spend the evening. And then Friday also at 9 p.m. at Smoot's Grocery, we're going to have Hayden Hunter and the Yearly Trials, and I've seen them, and they are a pretty good local band. Not local to us, but they're I think they're out of the Southwest Mississippi region. I may be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But they're going to be playing, and then so we've got Saturday. We've got the farmers market, and that's a regular thing. We have that every Saturday, pretty much, barring some kind of extreme weather, and that's going to be 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And if you've never been to the Downtown Natchez Farmers Market, you're missing out. There's a ton of vendors there selling fresh fruits, vegetables, produce, meats, and then there's crafts, desserts, just kind of anything you can think of, lots of little artisan stuff. And again, that's 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Saturday. And then also on Saturday, we've got Build a Bug. And so Build a Bug is going to be, and I'll give you a break here in just a minute.
I was like, no, that's fine. I was like, Build a Bug. I've heard of Build a Bear, but never Build a Bug.
Build a Bug is something that Outside in Mississippi is doing, and they do all kinds of little fun things, and they're a shop, and they do escape rooms, they do activities for kids, they do all kinds of fun stuff. But Build a Bug is you can make your own construction block bug. So it's like they're not going to use Lego because it's copyrighted, but you build your own Lego sort of bug, and there's 6 types of bugs that you can make. But selections are limited, so first come, first choice. And you can sign up at outsideinms.com for $10. That's outsideinms.com. And I've seen some of the pictures of the bugs that they made from last year's event or previous events, and they're really cool looking. And so if you've got a kid that's into Legos and stuff like that, that's going to be a really fun event, I think. And then kind of rounding off the weekend, we've got the Natchez Food and Wine Festival preview dinner. And so that is the Natchez Food and Wine Festival is it's a pretty comprehensive event that they do every year, and it's what it sounds like. It's a food and wine festival, and it's a lot of fun, and it's great. But so this is a preview dinner, and they're having it at Church Hill Variety. Now, this will be probably the only time I really break from talking about downtown. But Churchill Variety is a store/restaurant that has been opened up in the Church Hill area, outside of Natchez. Going along the trace, you can get to Church Hill pretty easily from there, and it is being run by the people that own Smoot's Grocery in Natchez, and so it's a very interesting thing because it's really kind of far out of town.
Well, Michael, we are running out of time, but folks have got a lot that they can do in Natchez. Can they go to Natchez Main Street?
No,
you're fine.
That's March 29th at 6 p.m., the Natchez Food and Wine Festival.
We'll get you back and talk more of the good things coming up there in Natchez, but everybody else stick with us. We got more for you coming up next.